Index law 5 deals with negative indices. That is when the number up here is a negative number. Now, just like raising to the power of 0, this doesn't really make much sense. However, we do still have algebraic rules to deal with this situation. And the rule, index rule number 5, says that when we have this situation, it's the same as 1 over that a raised to the n without the minus sign in front of it. So the minus sign basically just ends up slipping this a to the n into the denominator. Now the reason that this happens can be found by continuing the pattern that we looked at in the last video. Okay, so we already said that if you write down the powers of 2 going down, when we get 2 to the 0, oh, I made a mistake there. 2 to the power of 1 is 2, not 1. 2 to the power of 0 is 1. We noticed that these were halving each time. Dividing by 2, dividing by 2, dividing by 2. The next one, well, these are going down by 1s. 3, 2, 1, 0. Next we have negative 1. And on the right-hand side, I've been dividing by 2 each time, so half of 1, well, that's just going to be a half. If I went the next step, 2 to the minus 2, well, that's going to be half of a half is a quarter. And I'm also able to write a quarter as 1 on 2 squared. And if I went again, well, 2 to the negative 3, I've halved again. Half of a quarter is an eighth, and that's the same as 2 to the power of, 1/8 is the same as 1 on 2 to the power of 3. So we can kind of see this rule in effect here. When I've got a negative power, I can write it as 1 on the base to that negative power. Just like here, 2 to the negative 2, it's like 1 on 2 to the 2. 2 to the negative 3 is like 1 on 2 to the positive 3. So this is the index rule for negative powers. You can apply it in situations other than this, so when the n isn't a nice whole number like this. It'll also work, for example, if we've got a fractional power that's negative. So for example, negative a half here, that would be like 1 on x to the half, or in fact anything like that. 7 on 3, negative 7 on 3, sorry, it will be 1 on x to the 7 on 3. So that's index law number 5, where we have negative indices.